Well, Tibet allures tourists the world over with its unique folk culture and splendid landscapes. Whether you're a first-time visitor or no stranger to this beautiful land, every trip here offers you something different. And today, let's go on a Tibet adventure with a fun-loving group of Australians.
A ritual performance in the Potala Palace starts a typical day in Lhasa. Standing out among the pilgrims is a group of foreigners who mingle with the locals while performing the rite. One of the group, Chris, tells us that they're tourists from Australia. He says it's the 7th time he has visited Tibet. He first came here in 1985, a journey inspired by a pictorial he came across that was full of Tibet photos. All inspiring sights aside, that trip also gave Chris a hard time.
No buses, only trucks, Chinese trucks.
Wow.
So I had to get in the back of a truck and travel to Shigatse. Shigatse was a very small town and the streets were very dusty and it was very cold.
In return for all the hardships he went through, Chris met a local Tibetan girl during his stay there who later became his wife. That was what happened to Chris some 26 years ago. Now, the Australian, no longer young, is back to this land again in search of the déjà vu. The restaurant that once served only Tibetan butter tea now offers coffee as well. There's even Wi-Fi service.
So things are improving in Tibet. It's a good place to visit and more international flights. Now it's easy to travel. It's good.
Joining Chris are tourists of various ages. The oldest are in their 80s. For many of them, it's their first-time experience camping by the banks of Lake Balsam Tso or making friends with locals.
Lake Balsam Tso, we had a birthday party, and at the birthday party we all wore hats. We had cake and some candles. I received a traditional kata from Tibetan people. It was most wonderful. I really had a good time.
As their trip approaches its end, the Australians are busy shopping for souvenirs to give their friends and relatives back home. Many chose to create their own unique gift to keep their Tibetan memories fresh forever by imprinting them on T-shirts. Li Xiang, CCTV.